Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we will be looking at Darth Vader, The Dark Times from the Vintage Collection. Okay, so here is the box. It's a pretty cool image on there. It's not bad. It looks pretty cool. I think it's like an artist's kind of rendition of that. I think that's where he chases after Obi-Wan. Can't remember the name of the planet, but yeah, looks all right. And there's the figure in there. I think he looks pretty cool. Put against the yellow backdrop there, makes the figure stand out a bit. Yeah, VC241. So yeah, let's go ahead and get it unboxed. So here he is off of the card, and he's looking pretty cool so far. Yeah, so similar to the Obi-Wan, we get, I think it's the same amount of, maybe one less, I guess, accessories, because you get two hands there, which is pretty cool. He's got obviously his lightsaber holding hands there, but then you've got more sort of, pose them in more dynamic ways with these two. You get the lightsaber there, and obviously the lightsaber hilt there. So yeah, let's go ahead and get him out. Okay, so here he is, and there's his cape right there. You can pull over the shoulders a bit or have it behind the shoulders, however you want it. Obviously this came out a little while ago in New Zealand, before anywhere else it seems, so there's not going to be a lot more to say that hasn't already been said, but I did hear from people who got their hands on this that this is like one of, if not the best, Darth Vader figure we've ever had, maybe. But yeah, he's looking great so far. You've got all the articulation, including the rocker ankles there, but the head just feels great. All my Darth Vaders that I've got a swivel head, you know, from sort of, so you can look left and right like that. But this is ball jointed, I believe, so you can look all around, which is great. Makes a big difference, I think. So yeah, there's that face there, slightly different tone on the eyes, which is really cool. Yeah, and we don't have the material or whatever going over the like the pauldron things there, which we had on, I think it was the Rogue One Darth Vader. So yeah, this guy is looking awesome, very menacing, looks cool. There's a bit of fluff there, maybe a bit of fraying, it's kind of caught my eye. Apart from that though, it all looks good so far. I think this probably would fray quite easy if you were a kid playing with it, but yeah, for me displaying it, he's going to look awesome. So yeah, all his bits that he comes with. It's the lightsaber, which is pretty cool. Lightsaber hilt. And then the interchangeable, if it will focus, which it's not going to, is it? There's the one where he's pointing. And there's the other one, which is like a full-blown fist. So yeah, you can, I'm assuming, not the easiest thing to get off, but it did come off. And then just push the new one in like that. Maybe I won't pose him like that, but you know, I think that's cool. I like that little detail. I think that's cool. Put his lightsaber in his hand there. You can pose him in different ways, which is really cool. I like that. So yeah, we'll get him set up now, and then we'll talk a bit more about him. So yeah, some final thoughts on this figure. He is awesome. I love this figure. When he was announced, I was kind of like, it was a bit of a surprise actually, because I think he leaked in New Zealand. I think he just appeared in stores over there before it was even announced to anyone. Obviously, it was rumoured, you know, it was pretty much a given that we would get a new Darth Vader with the Obi-Wan show and everything. And so when I sort of saw him, I was a bit like, okay, you know, it's another Darth Vader. Like, he is iconic, he's an awesome character and everything else, but I've got a lot of Darth Vaders. But then just seeing it, like, more and more of the figure, I was like, yeah, I've obviously got to get him. And then I have got him, and I think he is probably the best. Like I said, I've got a few, and a lot of them, the helmets come off, or part of the helmets come off. With this one, obviously it doesn't. It's all one head. Whether we could have had, you know, something different there and had maybe different parts of his helmet removable, but I don't think it's really necessary. You could argue, you know, spoilers, something happens to his helmet in the show, could have had a version of that maybe. That said though, this helmet is incredible. Like, it looks spot on. But I think the big thing for me is all my Vader figures, it's just a swivel head, you know, left to right, and that's it. This is like ball jointed, I think it is, but it's like all the other figures we've been getting recently, where you can actually look around, look up and down, and that's incredible. So for me, that's enough right there, just to be able to pose him, because as well, he is a tall character, and side by side with other figures, as you can see here, like next to Obi-Wan, he towers over him, which is accurate to the show. So it would look a bit awkward if you couldn't move his head to turn it down slightly, maybe, because he'd just be, you know, it's only a minor thing, but for me it just makes such a difference where you can have him looking down on whoever it is in front of him, and I think that looks awesome. The removable hands and changeable hands were a nice touch too, like for posing. It's great. Like, I honestly not sure how I'm going to pose him. I think I got to have him with his lightsaber out, but then I don't know, these different hand options just it looks awesome. So you could pose him in loads of different ways. The cloak is very nice, and the I don't know what you'd call it, the bit underneath, I guess it's like a tasset kind of thing where it comes down from his belt. That's also a fabric which is really nice too. You got the rocker ankles, which again make posing it absolutely fantastic. The paintwork is all pretty spot on with all the buttons and the chest piece, which was something I was a bit concerned about, but it looks fantastic. And so yeah, like just here next to the other Vader figures, you know, it's one of those things where you can't really see outright. Like with some figures, like the re-releases, their faces straight away you can see that they're different. They've been, you know, just changed up completely, and they look so much better. With this one, you can't really see it straight off the bat. You've got to like look at it. But just for me, it's the articulation. I think it just makes this figure fantastic. I love it. Yeah, I'm glad I finally got my hands on one. As I said in my Obi-Wan figure review, the show wasn't perfect. I'm not going to get into that, but Vader was definitely the highlight of it, as he should be. So yeah, and this figure is also fantastic. So yeah, I think that's probably all there is to really say on this. Just another great figure, and I think that's probably about it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. And let me know your thoughts below. I'm always happy to hear everyone's thoughts. And of course, you can follow me on other social medias as well if that is something you're interested in. And yeah, just thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.